Let's see how we can do this. Boom. And boom. And boom. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Astrology lovers, star seeds, light workers, beautiful beings. In Lakesh, namaste, my dear cosmic soul family. So happy to be here with you tonight. We're going to celebrate the Capricorn full moon on Monday. We're in Cancer season. I'm wearing my crab. I don't know if you can see it because I had to show this picture. I'm gonna minimize a little bit. There we go. Wearing my crab for Cancer season. Welcome to summertime and wintertime in Australia. I hope you all are staying really toasty by a fire that actually sounds quite lovely. I'm here in Padre Island, Texas, Corpus Christi, and it's hot AF. It's really hot. We walk outside and it sounds like I can hear it. It's like I'm walking through a convection oven. This is what this is like. So anyway, tonight we're going to read some cards for all the elementals. We'll talk about the Capricorn full moon chart. And we'll just talk about the overall energies. If you're new to the channel, I'm on Facebook and YouTube, as well as broadcasting into the Facebook groups, which, by the way, I need to say a quick thank you and announce a new group that we're helping to build. We love being invited into groups to do our weekly translations on the astrology. We touch on a little bit of world events, but this is more for you to have a better understanding, to use astrology as the GPS to your life. All right. This is all about tuning into the frequency of the self and using the frequency of the planets that the ancients left for us, that Creator created for us in the firmament. I am an intuitive evolutionary soul astrologer, not a cookie cutter astrologer. I'm also a light worker, starseed, seer, death doula, sound activator. So tonight, if you hear my voice starts to change a little bit, that's when they're starting to come in, and I channel a collective called the 12. But they're fully integrated with me. I don't leave. I'm just kind of in and out. And you'll see how it goes if you stick around. All right. I'm seeing lots of you loading in the chat. Thank you for being here. Blessed solstice. Blessed solstice. I hope your solstice was just full of love and new creation, whether you're in the northern or southern hemispheres. And blessed Cancer season. The mother of the zodiac, the nurturer. The moon rules Cancer, or Cancer is ruled by the moon, you see. So we're in Capricorn's full moon, all right? We just had that new moon in Cancer a couple of weeks ago, and now we're stepping into the full moon in Capricorn, okay? So yes, we're going to talk all about that, show you the chart, and translate in the best fashion that we can for you. We're also starting something new tonight. We are going to start highlighting an aspect. And that means basically I'm going to explain to you what the aspect is. And the way I choose that is by looking through the month ahead and saying, we're going to have a whole lot of, and this month, in July, we're having a whole lot of adjusting to do, because we have a lot of quincunxes. So we're going to learn just quickly a little bit about what a quincunx aspect is tonight. We will talk about the full moon degree placement and read the Sabian symbol. This is an overall umbrella energy for this period from now up to 2 weeks, okay, until we have the new moon in Leo. All right, that'll be happening in July. We'll also talk about a little bit about Sirius, and how, we're stepping into a big starseed Sirian type energy. We'll talk about that just a little bit and touch on that. But I do want to thank, real quick, if you'll just give me a second, I want to thank, I had to write it all down because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I was like, I'm going to write some of this down. Most of the time, I just intuitively flow and just tell you how it's going to go with the energy. We also cover the space weather. I think we're at KP2 plus right now on the electromagnetics. That is the magnetic field around the earth and how it can rise and possibly affect people who are sensitive, like myself and like many of you. All right, so we may look at that. I don't know. We'll just see how the night goes and how we're feeling. Thanks to the group. And if you guys want to on Facebook, go over to Awakening Witches, Awakening Consciousness and Elemental Energy. This is the new group that we are broadcasting in, and this is our debut in this group. And we thank you so much for blessing us with your presence, either here or on the YouTube or Facebook replay. We're also thanks always to Mind, Body, Spirit Healing Group for allowing us to come in every single Tuesday night, most every Tuesday night. We missed last week. We had a really rough week. Astro Guidance and Spiritual Wisdom is my group, and everyone is always welcome to come in. Be sure that you answer the questions. We are a small but tight-knit group, so we'd love to have you. All right. That's it. That's taking care of the business side of the things. Woo-wee. You want to talk about some emotional energy today. Oh, and one other thing we're doing tonight. We're doing Lumurian. I was guided through a couple of different ways I was guided to do this a while back. And I ordered these cards, and they're called, well, I have the little, well, I thought it was kind of strange they didn't come with like a card box or something to hold them in. They came in this plastic, but I love them. I'm not dissing them. I'm just saying I don't have like a card to display, so I put it here. They're the Lumurian Codes of Language Light, and these come through in symbols. So there'll be a symbol, there'll be a numerical number, okay, because that's number sequences hold frequency and send code. You don't have to understand it. Your highest self, your soul self, your God spark, he or she gets it. Don't worry. Okay. These codes are like seriously ingrained in our consciousness, and it's activating a remembering. Okay. That's the simplest way to put it. These are wonderful. They are all channeled by Lisa Yandy and Lisa Nomicus. They're phenomenal. I've had things come through that I would have never expected, like this picture right here. If you see that picture right there, yeah, that's like literally not even, look at this. It's not even, I mean, I put my name on it just so that I would have it, because we have it in blue, and then we also have it in green. Oh, that was the green one. Here's the blue one. Look at this. Is that not phenomenal? The activation that came through with that brought me to tears. It took my breath away. I was not really even kind of paying attention to the sunset, because I had noticed there wasn't a lot of clouds in the sky, and it was just going to be another beautiful, just kind of plain sunset. And so I was more focused on watering plants and doing all of this stuff and talking to my son, and I'd had a big activation that morning with a couple of like I don't get orbs a lot, every once in a while, but normally they look like I don't know, maybe a peanut is the way they look for me. Or they come through in these little swirlies, and then that's why I know, okay, this is gonna be a big energy day. And then I had a session with a client, and a lot of other really interesting things happened, and lots of instant connections were coming through, and then a whoosh of about, I don't know, 20 or 30 of these beings just went whoosh right through my sound healing activation space next door. I do that here on Padre Island. I also do it, right here, but you're not laying on the infrared crystal mat with copper and jade and black tourmaline and amethyst and clear crystal, and it's all heated. you know, it's an experience in itself. If you ever come down to South Texas, make sure and let me know in advance, and we'll get you in on one of those astrological soul code sessions here that we do. But we also do them online, but online a lot of the time we're pulling in the cards, and we'll pull in 2 or 3, or we'll pull just one gong in. Whatever we're guided to do based on the code of your chart, that's how it goes. So anyway, a lot of stuff happened, and then we saw that picture. I mean, I took those pictures. I did go live, but it was like later, because I was just like, I was just kind of whatever, and then put the phone down, and then I was just like, I've got to sit and experience this by my canal, because I live on a canal in Padre Island. And as I'm experiencing these codes, I'm feeling as though it's like it's a fluttering. It's a fluttering. And it's kind of like fluttering out and out and out, like this, just, I don't know. And I'd had like 2 or 3 energies go whoosh by me. One so much, and my client can attest, because we were in the pool afterwards, and it went whoosh right past me, and I was like, it kind of made me jump. Was just feeling a lot. And then to have that kind of a sunset, I was like, this is amazing. It really was. And one of the top 10 amazing phenomena type experiences that I, as creator, have created. Because I am a minister, but I believe that Creator runs to us and through us at all times, and is always guiding us, and that is us. So Creator is not outside of you. It is you, and we are it, and we are everything. Everything. We're all of it. So anyway, I just want to say I'm excited about the Lumurian Codes cards, their new edition tonight as well. So we'll have that. We'll do astrology first, do the chart first, then we'll go over the calendar a little bit. But I really just wanted to dive into Cancer. Okay, so let's just talk about Cancer. And then we're going to talk about the aspect. I want to turn this down just a little bit. I like to have it loud in the beginning, then I turn it down just a little bit. We are working with a heart chakra bowl, because this is a very loving, Cancerian, motherly, nurturing energy that we are experiencing, with all these high highs and all these low lows, that really, it's very tender. You know, we're very tender during Cancer season. You know, think about the crab. Okay, so here's the crab. The crab is hard on the outside, soft on the inside, extra gooey ooey. You know, crab's got claws too, pinchers. Then they don't mind using that. If they get hurt, because this is the Cancerian sun, if I'm going to shine my light on you in such a beautiful, nurturing way that is so sentimental to me, that I have really thought things through, you know, and especially now that Mercury is in Cancer, we're really thinking things through on a very tender, emotional, watery state. And then throw in the fact that Neptune's going retrograde at the end of the week. Ooh, that is seriously like over the top emotion, over the top consciousness as well, over the top cosmic, over the top frequencies in the emotionality of our heart. I wrote, what was it that I wrote? Because I get these little downloads and I write things down. Okay, I guess we're going this way now. All right, here we go. We have gained knowledge in Gemini. Now we come into self-realization through the heart in Cancer. See, astrology is like a story, and Aries is like the brand new born soul. And it just is so innocent and yet naive, and sometimes doesn't like really think about things, you know, and it will just act before, because it's not had any experience, you know. And then it goes through the zodiac, and once we get to Gemini, we're really starting to understand and process how we think and how we communicate, you know, how we're going to put things out into the world and how they're going to show up in front of other people's faces. And then we go into Cancer, and that's all about, okay, I've learned some things, and now I need to feel safe. I need to have security. You know, they really are very committed to home, family, security. And also, the opposite is Capricorn, okay? So the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn. But this is an axis in astrology that all is about security, but Capricorn is more about what kind of security can I create for myself out in the world? How am I going to show up in the world? How are people going to perceive me? And what are they going to think of me when I die? What is my legacy? That is Capricorn. So we're in this back and forth from earth to water right now. And there's all this action going on with that. You know, Venus has just gone into shadow. Venus going into shadow and going on her trek into the underworld, okay? She's the ruler of Libra and of Taurus, okay? So when she's gone into this underworld state, she has to go down and burn herself out with the sun and literally rise like the phoenix from the ashes, okay? And it's a big deal. Our ancients really watched this. They knew when Venus was about to go into her shadow state. They knew when she was about to reappear as the morning star, reborn. You know, so, and she's going to stay there in Leo doing all of this until October. Well, 40 days, 40 nights, she comes out of shadow and we can see her in the sky at the horizon with the sunrise, because she's going straight down and to meet the sun, receive all of those codes, receive all of those gifts, and bring it back to humanity and give it to us. It's really awesome. It reminds me of Persephone, the story of Persephone, the Greek goddess Persephone, how she had to go down into the underworld for just 2 seasons of and this is why we have the seasons. You know, this is according to Greek mythology. You know, it's all about going away, burning yourself out in a dark place that might be scary, and having to come back from that, having to overcome. A lot of us are having to overcome things that are very tender, and very karmic and fated and destined right now, because we also have the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. It's been there for 18 months and it's 2.5 weeks away. And trust me, I am counting the days because I am a Scorpio sun rising and Mars. And currently this whole thing has been going over all of me for 18 months. And it's a real loss. You know, you're losing, you're releasing, you're transforming, you're coming to realizations on things that you never even saw, that you never even noticed, that you never even thought could be, that have to go. And it often leaves in a challenging way. It's not often a beautiful transition when you're dealing with the South Node on top of your sun rising, Mars, moon, whatever, you know. And it'll go into Libra, and then the North Node will be in Aries. And then we'll be really working over how we mirror, you know, how do we mirror each other? How do we mirror ourselves through others? Are we projecting? Because Aries is all about the self, and Libra is all about relationship. It's also a lot around justice. You know, unjust shit is gonna happen when all of this happens. I mean, we're gonna see a lot of injustice, but having to be purged in order to move forth in a whole new way. So this month I coined, what was that? Oh, the mouse. I'll get it in a second. This month I coined Adjusting July, because we're done with jumping timelines June. Did we or did we not change a million different directions last month? Well, it's slowing down. And the reason too is because we have Pluto and Capricorn retrograde, Venus in Leo, okay, gonna go retrograde, slowing down right now. And then, you know, Mercury and Mars are really the only 2 planets that are moving right now. They're the only ones that are moving. Mars is your ego and your drive and your passions and your will. It's ruled by Aries. Okay. Mercury is your communications, your intellect, your media, how you put things out, what you say, what you're thinking, how you talking to yourself. That's all Mercury. And trickery and fuckery. That is also Mercury. But I just wanted to really give you an understanding. Venus is moving so slow. She's only going to go about 6 degrees this entire month. And she's not going to retrograde officially until the end of the month. But we'll be feeling it. Pluto is only moving 1/2 of a degree this entire month of July. Neptune, less than that. Okay? So less than 1/2 a degree. Uranus is going to move about 1. And Saturn is going to move about 1. And Chiron's going retrograde. And he will move about 1 degree this entire month. When you have slow planets, well, there's 2 ways to look at this. Saturn, all about my duty, my discipline, my structure, and what am I building from the ground up in a slow, methodical, planned, professional way. What am I building? Now, Saturn, when he's moving slow, he's kind of falling back, and he gives us a little bit of a break. When these outer planets go retrograde, they're not as personal to us. It might be some kind of background energy, but it's a long-term type thing that's going. It's a in process adjusting July. Welcome to adjusting July, and adjust some more. And then you thought you were adjusted, and you really still did not know the full story. It's that kind of a month. So just expect that. This is what I love about astrology, is because it can explain to us the energies based on ancient science, and it can benefit us, by understanding, well, that is kind of an overall energy. Maybe I'm going to, be a little more passive with this situation, and know to allow and be open to the universe, because anything is possible. We can't be so zero focused. We have to open wide, and we have to open wide within our senses, because Uranus is in Taurus, and Uranus is a big player. Venus is going to square Uranus 3 times over this retrograde period for Venus. Uranus is the revolutionary. Uranus is, this has got to change. Uranus is a brilliant scientist who creates some magnificent inventions. It's Einstein, Tesla energy, okay? And it's fast, and it's shocking, and you really don't expect it. It's that sky that I saw the other night was completely Uranian. I mean, that was a Uranus event. I was like a mind blow. That's what we got coming. All right. I do want to hit this. No. I'm going to go here. Let's try to sound focus. I get a little loopy because I'm in meditation before I get in here. And sometimes I'm still a little loopy, and I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to switch this over here. Let me get the. Okay, here we go. Hey, everybody in the chat. I love you. Thanks for being here. So glad. And if you're on Facebook, please share. And if you can, go ahead and, hit the thumbs up and all that fun stuff. Okay, here we go. I want to come down here and show you this card. Okay, so this is the explanation. If you wanted to take a picture, I don't know why it's not so clear. Okay. A quincunx is complexity. Okay, and I pulled this from one of the card decks, which is the Numinous Astro deck. We'll use one of these tonight. It was one that popped out, and I thought, wow, so crazy that popped out, and that was what I had decided to do. It says juggling and moving. I wrote that on there myself. There you go, just like that. Juggling and moving. Juggling and moving. It's a juggling and moving month. Irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. So this is always about two different signs in two different elements that would never really get along. Okay, that's a quincunx. Okay, and this is all about having to kind of deal and adjust yourself so that you don't bust yourself. It's like you don't want to blow all this up, even though they really don't know where you're coming from and you don't really know where they're coming from, and you're in two completely different worlds on this, but you're being forced to work together on it. It's that kind of an energy. We have a lot of that this month. So we will play with this, but I wanted to, and I've got it marked and ready to go. I wanted to just read you this on Quincunx so that you can learn aspects, because I know you have pulled your astrograph.com birth chart, and I know you're studying your birth chart. So real quick, the Quincunx, these are planets at a close degree within an orb of 7 to 8 degrees that are 5 signs apart. Like a lover who keeps magnetically returning to your bed but is never quite right in the morning light, the Quincunx presents us with the smoking hot complexity, undeniable attraction, and sometimes addictive mixture of pleasure and pain. A quincunx is formed by planets in 2 signs on either side of an opposition. They are both of a different element and different modality. I just thought this was so good. When I looked it up, I was like, this is pretty good. I've not read this in here. I've had this forever, but I've never read this. Never understand each fully. We tend to compartmentalize them, but our quincunxes ask us to live with our puzzling contradictions, transforming color clashes into wild expression. At its highest octave, a quincunx teaches us to release our notions of quote-unquote good and bad, and to be open to the range of experience that actually makes us human. The planet that enters into the responsibility must lay down their weapons, dismain their judgments, and celebrate the radical truth that not everything has to be understood or accepted. Ba-ba-bum-ba. And that is a quincunx. I kind of enjoy, as an astrologer, quincunxes, because they really bend and stretch you to see how you can work with someone else in that radical state of, oh my, this is so not me, you know. And that's how we grow as souls. That's how our souls evolve, right? I just thought that was a killer. I really liked it. Okay, let's look at just a few of my notes and see. I thank the groups. Okay, here we go. So Capricorn is coming up this week. Next week on Monday. I won't be here next week, by the way. I'll be having a 4th of July swim and pool party island blast right here. So if you're local, reach out. I would love to have you over. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat, just because I haven't done that yet, and I want to acknowledge and thank you for being here. So hello, thank you everybody on Facebook, and Chris Day from Australia. Hello, my darlings. Hello, sister. And thank you so much, Renee, who is our moderator tonight. Thanks to the moderators for keeping it clean and crystalline in the chat. Hi, Donna. Chris Day is here. Hi, Colette. So good to see you. Hey, Colette, I don't know if you're still over in Houston, but we have the Astrology Fest coming up in December. So if you're in that area, you might want to come. I'll be there. Let's see here. What's the order? Oh, okay. Yes. Listen to, okay, so the moderators are on Facebook, and then you get to pick your order of the card reads, because after we do the astrology, we go straight into cards for the elements. Okay, so very good. Thank you for doing that. it was very powerful. It was, like I said, it took my breath away and it brought me to tears. If you're just logging in, she is referring to this photo that I have here. The blue source light. The true blue source light. The color of all creation. It just blew me away. That's my backyard, and I couldn't believe it was just out of this world. So yes. Hello from Canada. Hi, Julie. I see you there. Yes, see more of you loading in. And Christine. Hi, Christine. That's okay. That's why we're on. We cover ourselves both ways. So it's all good. Well, yeah, okay. All right, Christine. Hey there. Okay, cool. I'm seeing more. Clever Vicious Circle. Hi from Oklahoma. My sister used to live there. Hi, Tracy. I see you too. And Julie. Bonjour. Hi. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Please share the video if you're on Facebook and if you're on YouTube. Oh, the number. So we do giveaways here, and I'm not sure what number we're at now, but when we get to 743 on YouTube, that's when we'll do another giveaway with another new sponsor. I'm so excited about her. Okay, let's go ahead and just hit these notes just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, yes. So with this Capricorn full moon, you really want to ask yourself the questions, what are you made of? Like, truly, what are you made of? You know, what is your legacy? What are you going to be known for? You know, this is a really good time for activating within the self what you're known for, what you will leave behind. I said all that. We are really. This is about building from the ground up. It's not about, you know, top down. This is ground up, and this is a deep emotional love that we're dealing with. A very tender, practical love. You know, Capricorn is the last of the earth signs until the zodiac refreshes itself and starts over a new cycle in Aries. It is extremely manifesting and intuitive. But it grounds and brings it in to reality. It shows up. Now, and this is the other thing, it's extra intuitive now because for the last 2 years, when we had a Capricorn full moon, we had Saturn, its own ruler, which will be the ruler of this moon, okay, has been in Aquarius. And Aquarius is a very different, eclectic, out there, high technologies type sign. You know, it's an air sign. And then when Saturn moved into Pisces, and now we're bringing spirit into matter, we are literally learning how to embody more light. By doing so, this has made this the first real intuitive, clairvoyant, boundless and limitless structural come into form full moon. All right, Capricorn is going to be sextile to Saturn, and a sextile is a good aspect. Okay, sextiles are good. This is I will receive if I act in even the smallest way to building myself up from the ground up around all of the things I just said. Spirit in a matter manifested, saying goodbye to something that's not supporting our highest consciousness. You know, Saturn is also restriction and contraction. And what is the soul's calling in the aftermath of that situation that you have been going through and are going to be going through over this next couple of weeks? How are you differently inspired? There's something different here. And there's been such a frequency shift, such a change in how we walk. And people are falling away like flies. They're just falling away. And the alignments, oh my God, the alignments with the new higher frequency. And this is not about making it bad or good or us or them or, you know, the duality stuff. This is more just like real talk that has been going on and will continue to go on. Be open, be open. Venus is in a yod all summer long with Pluto and Neptune. Pluto is deep, dark power and its complexities, its transformation. It is the Phoenix rising. We have so many of these different aspects, different energies of the Phoenix rising from the ashes definitely over the next 2.5 weeks. Okay. And then carried on through the summer with this yod. A yod is a finger god. It's when two planets are pointing at one other across the sky saying, look here. And we'll be going over that because that's coming in the weeks. It's forming now. But just know this is really fated, karmic, destined, powered times with this. And it's in a positive manner. I mean, it's kind of like we've been through all of that. And now we're like feeling in to more of, okay, this is where we're going with this now. You know, it's pretty exciting stuff. Cancer. I put she is the oracle or the doula. By the way, happy solar returns to the Cancers. Tender, nostalgic, and protective. She's birthing things. She's the mother of the zodiac. Okay. She can be moody. Receptive, though. Very receptive. Sentimental, introverted with her family. Okay. Embody divine feminine fertility. She just embodies that. You know, this is what the sun is shining on right now. Okay. And remember, you know, we're engaging in relationship through tenderness. So when people are tender and their feelings get hurt, you get a lot of little people out there getting their feelers hurt. Trust. Now, the nodes are going to be with Jupiter. I've had some of the most wild, activating dreams. And then I had 3 people today message me and say I was in their dreams. And a lot of it is very clear symbology to some of the things going on in my life. Same with me. I had some mind-blowing dreams. I know exactly and have memory of the planet that I'm from. And Jesse, if you're new, I'm a widow. Jesse, my soulmate, my love, passed away almost 5 years ago. And my sissy, almost 7 years ago. 8 years ago this year. And they're up there in this villa on this tropical, new agey looking planet, but it's super jungle. But they're literally living and creating this home, and then there's all these people in the backyard having like drum circle and cooking food over fire and having these dances, and you know, it's just, there's a dude out there there was just so much going on in this dream, and it was so vivid. I was so there. I truly am one to believe that we, and have been given guidance that we truly leave our physical body when we sleep. The essence of who we are, our consciousness, our spirit, while our physical body is resting, goes other places. And some people say it's just part of the subconscious, like kind of working itself out, but I don't believe that. I think it's very real. Okay. Gone over that. Okay, Neptune going retrograde this week on Friday. Okay. Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011, working over the Pisces house. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. It's Poseidon. Lots of water events coming. Neptune retrograde makes us feel that need to get away, to escape, to run away even, really get away from the mundane, because the opposite of Neptune is Virgo, and Virgo is the mundane day-to-day reality. Okay. I put everything that's mundane, put it on the shelf on Friday. Like, if you can, put it down. Saturday too. Okay. Really, truly, because this is like, you could learn a lot just by going and having a new experience and shifting yourself out of it. Because it's a real suck you down into the unconscious, lose your mind, it's a water sign, yes, so it's really, really, but it's like boundless water, limitless water. But go and I put, do Gaia Network and chill, or, you want to take a nap. Oh my gosh, take a nap. It's okay to nap. Sometimes we just have to, try and lay down, and if nothing else, just maybe you can't sleep during the day, you just lay down and just rest your body and just do some breathing and just calm yourself. Really good time. I said, get in the pool, go to the beach, go to the lake, go to the movies, go see a play. Neptune in Pisces is all about creativity, fantasy, mysticism, escapism. And it's going to be super, super strong when it's stationing, which it's doing now. And then it's going to go retro. Okay, I said, and I also noted Scorpio, because it's in the Pluto decan. Okay, so there's 3 decans for each of the astrological signs. And it's already in that last Pluto decan, which makes it supersonic psychic, is what I said. Supersonic secret psychic detective. That is the supersonic secret psychic detective. Investigating behind the scenes, on the down low, right? Music, arts, creative, spiritual consciousness. So just know that this week ahead is a lot, but it's a lot of good too. So let's go ahead and get it off of this right here. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Boom. Nope, that's not it. Oh my gosh. Hello, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Crud, what did I do with it? Okay, maybe we have to do it like this. Hold on a second. Why is that on there? Let's see here. I want it the other way, and I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, hold on. I had it all set up, but I think I knocked it when I hit the mouse, and it shut itself. I think I hit it with my hand. That is so bizarre. Where did it go? Oh, I know where it's at. Okay. It's because I had this pulled up like this. All right, here we go. Real quick, we're going to look at the chart, and then we'll get into the cards, and we're going to do the chart and the symbol, and then we'll do the cards. Thanks for hanging. Hey, it's been an emotional day for me. I was crying 2 hours ago. Wow. Stuff just like the most out of this world, mind-blowing stuff happens to me just when I think everything's kind of going okay, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? Again? It's just a lot. So anyway, let's take these off so you can see the full screen. Here we go. All right, there. Now, this here is the Capricorn full moon. All right, this is happening July the 3rd, Monday, 6:38 a.m. All right, and that is Corpus Christi time. You'll have to adjust for your time zone. But if you are on Facebook or YouTube and you check my page, I'll always update with the time as the moon gets closer. But we're featuring this moon this week because it's the biggest lunation that we're near, and that's how I do it here. All right, so here it is, right over here in Capricorn. The moon is at 18 degrees and 11 minutes, okay? Right opposite over here, the sun with Mercury really close to Mercury there. So this is this is going to be very much us looking at whatever these houses are. So you want to look at your Cancer house and you want to look at your Capricorn house. And you know, sometimes your houses, you know, you start with the Ascendant. You know, the Ascendant is the beginning, and then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way around the chart. So look for those houses and see where, you know, if you have 18, 19, 20, or 21, or if you have 18, 17, 16, 15, any planets near that area, this is conjunct or it's opposite. And that goes for all the cardinal signs, because you have Aries here and you have Libra here. So that is what we're talking about. All right, so, whoo, Lord, y'all, Lord, I'm just telling you right now. So this is going to be, as you can see right here, to Saturn. Speaking, Saturn is in Pisces. Just went into Pisces this year. We'll be there for another about 2 years and a little over. It's retrograde. Everything on this chart with the numbers are red. Like, see, here's the red. And this is Pluto in Capricorn with this moon. See, red, red. This is Neptune. All of the red planets, that's retrograde. Except for these nodes, which is the North and South node in Scorpio and Taurus. I don't like that one. Hold on. Why did I do it like that? Okay, here. Taurus. We really must understand that when Saturn is in a trine to the sun, it's actually bringing good stability. Trines, all the blue lines are positive aspects. All the red lines are more challenging aspects. And Saturn is, even though we may feel like we get a little blocked, or maybe we have to redo something on this, or we have to adjust, just expect it. You're adjusting July, period. But Saturn is supporting in a harmonious way. A trine is harmonious. So this is good. This is good. This is very good for manifesting. Look where Saturn is. Where's your Pisces house? And see how that's supporting. Okay. We also have these nodes. Not the nodes. Yeah, the node. The South node in Scorpio is at a grand water trine here. See? All the way over here to Scorpio. Scorpio is deep, psychic waters. It's leaving your body. It's higher consciousness embodied, but it's often embodied in a traumatic way in order to get there. And that's just the way it is. And often they become reclusive. And this has been a very difficult 18 months for all Scorpios that I know. All fixed signs. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. When that shifts on over into Aries and Libra, then you'll be dealing with all of the cardinal signs like Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. That shift happens on the 17th of July, by the way, if you're looking for a date. I'm so happy that it's shifting. It's been really rough on me this last year, but it's also been good. I've had a lot of amazing things happen, but because I had all of those amazing things happen and all these wonderful downloads and got into alignment and had all these beautiful events, and I had all these beautiful people, you know, and because of what I do, I lost my family, basically, other than my son who lives here, who is disabled mentally, you know, he has some stuff, he has some issues, he's a soul walk-in, so it's a lot. And when you're dealing with a lot, and it's tender, it's very tender with Cancer, because you're talking about your mom and your family, you know, you're talking about all the people that you love all your life, part of your family that's supposed to be there for you, right? And that hurts. a lot. But you know you must stand in your truth. You must be authentic because you are a Capricorn. Everybody's embodying this Capricorn to this lunation completion. Right now, we're talking about this moment in the moment of the astrology. You gotta be disciplined. And you have to be looking at the long term. What is the long term for you? Capricorns don't look at the short term. They don't care. Cancers too, but on the family level. Capricorn on the corporate level. World power level. Or if it's in your personal life, it's just dealing with higher ups. Having to answer to people. Or you being the higher up authority. We're going to be working over a lot. Okay, so when those nodes move from Aries to Libra, we're going to be working over a lot of people who feel entitled because of this. And the people that learn how to be a little more passive to that kind of situation and just redirect focus will basically be able to rise above it. But there's going to be a lot of ego going on for 18 months, starting the middle of July. We're already seeing it. Aries rules ego, period. Not making that bad or good. It is what it is. We have to have an ego in order to incarnate it into a body, right? So, but it is, and then we're looking at how we relate to others. You know, how is that going to be? How are we going to mirror others? Are things going to be unjust? Because that's the South Node. South Node is release. It is buy, go. This is what we're releasing, letting go, learning from. Okay? It's the judge too. Think about the judge that sits on the Supreme Court. They kind of always have that guy way up high, right? Or that woman. This moon is also speaking over here to Uranus and Taurus, and it's not too far off from Jupiter. It's in a harmonious trine. So there may be some really awesome fulfillments that happen. Some things that come into fruition. Some things that show up around your values, your monies. Now, Venus does rule values. And when she's in, retrograde, going into the underworld, there might be some scary stuff that happens. You may see this in the stock markets, in the world, in the matrix. You're going to see like fallouts because Pluto is back over here in Capricorn. And Pluto says, I am the end of the road. This must transform now or die. And there's no way you can go either way. It doesn't give you a choice. When you're presented with situations that you have to transform or die, those are your two choices. When you're talking about that. And it's talking to world powers, corporations, the world. All of the 3D bullshit distortion. That's what it is. But it's also the distortion within us. Because you're the only one here. You're projecting that reality. So if you reset your frequency, your tone, you align with spirit, you can step through it. Yeah. Stay in your heart. Stay in your love. Even if the matrix comes and hurts you. We have Chiron over here in Aries, okay? There's Chiron right there, 19 degrees. Chiron is in a square challenge to the sun in Cancer. This is all about healing. Okay, this is about healing the family, healing the family unit, healing the self through even maybe, your ancestry or maybe your actual home foundation has to change. When you're presented with a challenge, square, it has to move you in a different direction, but it's often unpleasant. But you get realizations. like you're like, I have an aha moment. And that's because Mercury, our mind, is flying fast. Mercury will go through 2 signs, Cancer and Virgo, all of January. He's Speedy Gonzalez right now is what I've been calling him. Okay? So good things could come from this, ideas. But it often comes with some kind of a transformation, a shift of perception, right? Okay, so lastly, we have Mars and Venus. The divine feminine Venus rules Libra, and Mars rules Scorpio, ancient ruler, and rules Aries, the ego, what we're going to be focused on for the next 18 months as of the middle of this month. I don't care. I think, honest to God, I think Aries and Libra, North Node and South Node, even though I have like horrific placements in Libra, like I have my Pluto, and then I have also not too far off that, Venus conjunct Uranus in Libra in the 12th house. And they're like right on top of each other. It's like less than a degree off. And I still would have, for the world, I would rather have those placements than I would like to have the Scorpio South Node, because that Scorpio South Node has been rough for many people. And so I feel like it's going to shift into a better, and you'll start to feel it. You'll be like, by, July, end of July, beginning of August, you'll start to see, and it's a slow moving process, but you see signs, or at least I do. I see signs show up in the world about it. It'll be interesting to cover. We'll cover that in the weeks ahead. Also, they are over here in Leo, okay? Venus is going to be there in Leo until October. I think it's the 8th. I don't have my calendar. And then Mars is moving ahead, because, see, Venus is already slowing down. She's about to enter her shadow phase. Mars is going forward fast. So he's going to end up coming over here to Virgo soon, all right? But she's going back that way, and she's going to meet up with Black Moon. Lilith, Kali, the goddess Kali, the demon slayer. You have Persephone in the underworld going back to meet with the demon slayer, Black Moon Lilith, in the underworld. And they're both going to like have this, I see them having this like loving conversation, because they're both having to be in this dark, shadowy place. But they're able to really purge and merge. And then they merge with the sun, or Venus merges with the sun. And then, yeah. Because the sun will come up on Black Moon Lilith too. It's like, I can just keep seeing it as the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a very phoenix rising from the ashes, with lots of adjustments. Jumping on the dragon and burning the shit to the ground if you must. If it's good for the self. Because we're talking about Mars. Mars rules Aries. The I am that I am presence. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Monies and values, everything around that. Love, beauty, art, all of that kind of stuff is going to be affected when you're talking about Venus. I would not advise going out and getting like a makeover, or trying to like drastically change your hair all of a sudden, or, flip it out and sell it all your shit, because you're sick of your clothes and wanting to go buy new. I would wait until it's going to be about mid-August when she comes out and we start seeing her visible again in the sky. So I'll let you know when. Just come on back, because I talk about it every week. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're able to take a screenshot. I do want to read the degree placement real fast, so let's do that. And I made this, which I will post. I don't think I got to that today. Oh no, I put it in, if you want to go grab it, it's in the Facebook Sparkles Astrological Soul Codes page and it's in the actual event link. You just got to click on the link, and it's in the description under discussion. All right, how's everybody doing? There's Aaron Sanchez. How you doing? And Amy and Deborah. Hi, Deborah. How you doing, love? I had such a hard time sleeping last night. I hope you get some rest. Hello, Amy. Hello, Tracy Lee. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep moving along. Okay, this is the Sabian symbol for Capricorn's full moon for 2023. A fire worshiper meditates on the ultimate realities of existence. Keynote: the subjective quest for the ultimates beyond the interplay of life and death process. Beyond cultural enjoyment and the passion for the accumulation of often unusable data of sense of knowledge stands the willful and determined adventure in consciousness of the occultist, the yogi, and the mystic. The mystery of fire has always captured man's imagination because it is the mystery of all transformations, wrapped in the enigma of death. In times when collective, perhaps total death could be in store for mankind, the process of subjective meditation is fascinating an ever-growing number of people. Mind you, this was, okay, where am I at? I need to scoot over, I guess. Sorry, y'all. This was written in 1970 something. I can't remember exactly. And I just love, they always hit the mark. This is the third symbol in the 57th sequence. Third symbol in the 57th sequence. 357, 357, 357, 357. It brings us to a stage beyond life itself. Are we ready to take the step which masters of yogis claim to have taken to experience death and return to the same body? It's dying of the self. Are we ready to demonstrate man's will to transcend? What? So good, right? So good. Makes so much sense to everything. Sometimes you have to burn it all away. Sometimes you have to give it away. Sometimes you have to lose it. Sometimes you're forced to lose it. Sometimes it would never be your choice. Like, you would never want to do it. You would never, and you didn't see it. You didn't think. You thought you were just going along, doing your thing, you know? And something comes in and it's bam. Excuse me. And all of it that's coming in is you and your own consciousness and creating it. Because your soul chose before you came into this physical body to do these things, to learn from these kinds of lessons, to soul evolve. All of the traumas, all the shit that I've been through, I had to go through it in order to assist others, to say, hey man, I've truly embodied this. And I still continuously do, you know, and it's an everyday process, and it's a commitment to your spirit and to your sovereignty. For sure. For sure. All right. Love you too. All right. So what are we doing? Who are we going with? Oh, did I miss anything? Let's see. I can't. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I am. Here we go. Okay. Real quick on the calendar. So there's a big focus on family matters with Mercury. You know, we're looking at foundations as of right now. Today, you may have been looking at some of the foundations of your life, like Where am I going to stay? Who am I going to stay with? Do I want to stay here? Am I going to continue to live here? Am I going to put up with that shit? There's a lot of questions going on, right? A lot of mental chatter happening. You know, we're going to already start to feel this Venus squaring Uranus. And that's going to happen 3 separate times, okay? And it's going to be exact this week because she's retrograding. And so she's going to go back and forth, back and forth. And it's going to happen 3 different times. And the first one is coming. But these are slow because of all of these planets moving. These are slow moving. It's not like 2 planets whiz by each other and they aspect and poof, it's gone in a quick way. It's a slow build, adjust, readjust. Slow build, readjust, readjust. I sound like I'm in the military doing the cadence. Slow build, slow build. Okay, here we go. Who else did cadence? Are y'all in the military? I was in the Navy. All right, here we go. Change of emotional perceptions, destined and karmic, with Mercury and trine to the nodes, starting this evening, really right now. Big karmic changes with Jupiter. This is long-term effects that's coming through. You know, things that are happening, this is long-term. Unfortunately for some. Fortunately for others. Some people may be just like, this is kicking ass. I'm loving it. And good for you. I mean, because there are people out there that are not exactly affected by every one of these transits. You know, it's an overall arching theme. If you're not being affected, you probably have somebody around you that's being affected. Okay? Can hear you guys in the YouTube replay. All right, big karmic changes, serious and intense, complex, controlling, deep, powerful, vulnerable, deep karmic mergings and financial dynamics all kick in as of tonight. Really early wee morning hours for us here, but starting on Wednesday, we have the moon move into Scorpio. So we'll be dealing with deep matters, transformational stuff, critical stuff, private stuff you don't want to talk about with everybody, financial dynamics. But at the end of the day, the sun is going to trine to Saturn, and that's going to kind of help stabilize. See, Saturn is really a good stabilizer when you're dealing with a harmonious way. You know, if it's a trine, it's helping you out. There's disruptions, drama around values, all the Wednesday and Thursday could get intense. You know, there's something that we're really wanting, like a deep want, like you really want something, but then you find out you just ain't gonna get it. Strong emotional desires kicking in on Friday when Neptune goes retrograde, okay? This is distorted reality. This is stuff getting very real because the sun will be exact with Mercury while the moon is in square to Saturn. That is on Friday evening. But then the moon is going to enter Sagittarius. And normally, you know, Sagittarius is a fire sign. They're mutable. They can, you know, they're real flexible people. They're happy-go-lucky. So it's a good adventure energy. It's a good escapism. Get out and do something. Go play. You know, go do something fantasy. Watch a movie. You know, something that's not so mundane, day-to-day work. I got to do this. Got to take out the trash. Got to do all that stuff before Friday. I would highly advise just taking a fun adventure type day on Friday because this Neptune energy is going to be strong. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if I can't go do fun and adventure, I know what I'm probably going to be doing. Sleeping, meditating, playing with my gongs, playing with my sound bowls, you know, doing my stuff in my sound room, getting creative. You know, I have 3 different creative projects. Like I bought this huge kit to make my own orgonite pyramids and orgonite coasters. And I also bought other additional stuff like copper and, you know, silver shards, aluminum, all this stuff to make these different ones. Because I make them and I put them in it looks like a coaster, and you put it in your window. And if you get one in every window, you're bringing down those EMFs that are harmful. You know, the video camera I'm looking at you on right now, you know, all of this equipment is harmful. So I'm always wearing one in my bra. I'm always wearing a blocker. And I also use shungite. Like I literally put the shungite powder with the oil into the bloodstream. Oh, there's so many ways that you can help yourself through these kind of energies, using the medicines, using, you know, the wonderful herbs and oils that we have been gifted to use, creating your own holy waters. I love doing that because when you set your intention into it, it's for healing for you. It's coded by your soul, okay? I mean, yes, it's always wonderful to get stuff from others that have done it for you, but if you've taken the time, you've taken the love, you know, okay, so I would advise every Cancer and Capricorn and Aries and Libra, really, for sure, to create something to use for medicine. Do a roller, create your own spray, do something, you know, an aura lifter. You know, there's so many things out there that you can do, and it doesn't cost a lot, and it's not really hard to gather up those things, and you infuse your energy into it. Everybody do it, but you guys especially, because you're getting really activated with all of this, especially with you Libra and Aries, because you're about to have the karmic nodes of fate in your signs for 18 months, and you just better prepare yourselves, my brothers and sisters, because the nodes don't play. They just don't. I will say the North Node often gets a little bit easier, but really not. I mean, it's the head and the ass of the dragon, y'all. Okay, the weekend. You may get some awkward clashes going on. We got lots of quincunxes happening, but that moon being in Sagittarius is going to lift it a little bit. If you lift yourself, you know, don't get stuck in escapism through alcohol and drugs or whatever shit. You know, I mean, if that's your thing, okay, no judgment here. That's your thing. I'm just saying, go for something that's really going to help you, because this is such a boosting time period as this moon is waxing to completion to give you full illumination of who you are and where you're going and what your life is going to be, right? Okay. Water, ocean floods, cosmic out of this world, higher downloads, consciousness, timeline hopping is stopping. It's now time to integrate, flood it in, flood it. Let it settle into your bodies. Expand your energy field out. Push it out, push it out, push it, balance it out. A little Egyptian vibe coming through tonight. All right, time to crush. That's what I put. It's time to crush. I love it when Rion with Team Light. I love that YouTube channel. He's so cool. He's so great. He says it's time to crush. That's what I wrote when I was channeling, because I often write little just notes. I said it's time to crush through spirit. It's time to crush through spirit through the weekend, and then be ready to get real mature and real pragmatic, and take your work and your home life very responsibly, and get real fucking serious about your spirituality and your manifestation, and have that belief structure that is yours be number uno, because you are number one. Even in relationship, you came in this world this way and you will leave this way. And so the more you can live an embodied sovereign life, the more you will attract those that live that way as well. Yay! Christine says she's making colloidal silver while listening. Heck yeah! Awesome. Very good. Oh, my spirits are so lightened. Oh, I'm proud that you're my family. Y'all are my family. And all my friends and brothers and sisters. I love you all. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do these cards. Shall we? Shall we do some cards? Let's do some cards. Come here, cards. So tonight we are playing with the Numinous Astro Tarot deck. I love this deck. I love it, love it, love it. And it's been a little while. And Numinous is very Neptune going retrograde with Cancer and a Capricorn full moon. And because every time we turn the wheel, and I wasn't here last week, we always pull out, these are the only time we play with the Wheel of the Year Tarot, always when we have the Sabbaths and we honor spirit and the cycles and the ancients. The Oceanic Tarot because, yeah, it's Cancer season. And we will also play with the Lumurian Activation Codes. These are codes of numbers. These codes are shapes. These codes are sounds that will come through us. Through these codes of light, you will I'm not ready. Through these codes of light, you will awaken to a new lightness in being. And there it is. Their names are at the bottom. If you want to order these, I will definitely send them to you. But I've played with them a few times, and I really kind of like the whole code received. And then, here, there you go. And then, they even have a message from Saint Germain in there. There you go if you want to screenshot it. It's beautiful. This is used to release all. We also have brought out, in honor of summer, one of our Koshi chimes. And this is the one that is called Summer Sunray. I ring these bells when I call my dragons in. I have 5 of them, and I love these Koshi chimes. I love them. They're wonderful. I have a red dragon named Anna. She's red and gold, and she lives up on the rock cliff of the planet that we live in. This up in the 12th dimension. It's a memory that comes through. We see different visions, and they come in like flashes, or they come in through meditation, or not a million times or anything like that, but a few times in our life they've showed up in the physical for 2 seconds. Like our husband Jesse came through last year. Yes. So we are playing with the sun, moon, and rising. So if you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, you want to know your sun, moon, and rising, because these are coded prior. It's already set, and it's already happened for it to connect in with your frequency. This is a frequency code read, and I tune it in to base on your sun, moon, and rising for this week, and it could be even into the next couple of weeks. It kind of fluctuates for everybody. It's different for everybody. If you feel it in your heart that sounds like she's talking to me, it is. Don't doubt yourself. If it's not, then I hope you had fun watching. I mean, that's the best I can do, is just do it. So here we go. All right, let's see. Who are we going with first? Water. Thank you. Oh my God, you're going to get me crying first thing. No, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to try my best. I'm tender today. It wouldn't be so hard and I'm just speaking in general here, I'm not speaking specifics, but it wouldn't be so hard if it wasn't so wrong. You know, there's just a lot of people getting done real wrong, and they're good people, and they're nice people, and they live from their heart, and they're trying their best. I mean, these are some of the people I work with, some of the people I talk to, and I know because I'm going through some things. I mean, it's not all exact circumstances, but it's very similar. There's a lot of tenderness, and there's a lot of very good people that are getting hurt and having to transform and release and being pushed for reasons which they don't fully understand yet. Acceptance. Acceptance, right? We gotta have acceptance. Okay, we will start tonight for Scorpio, Cancer. Happy Cancer season. Happy birthday. Happy solar return to all the beautiful Cancers. And Amy Ulrich, who is moderator and admin of my group. She's co-admin with me. And it's her birthday. We want to wish her a very happy birthday. Her birthday's coming up next week on the full moon. She has a surprise coming. So we'll wish her a happy birthday, because she'll watch this later because she has to work now on Tuesdays. But she's also a moderator on Facebook. And very dear sister. Pisces. Pisces, Neptune's about to go retrograde and give you a little bit of a break. Be careful of escapism. You know, lean. All Pisces, sun, risings, or moons, okay? Lean on your rising sign. So if it's like, if you're a Pisces rising, I'm sorry, excuse me, I said that totally wrong. I knew what I was trying to say, but it came out wrong. All three, it depends. So if you're a Pisces sun, I want you to lean on your rising and work from that house. If you're a Cancer sun, I'm sorry, a Pisces sun, because we're talking about Neptune. If you're, you know, rising is there in Pisces, lean on your sun sign. Same thing with moon, lean on your sun or your rising. Just kind of know that while this long, you know, your Piscean energy is going to get a little flattened. The other thing is when a lot of time when Neptune goes retrograde, maybe not right away, but a lot more things come into clarity, because Neptune is the Neptunian fog. We don't see clearly. But when Neptune takes a break and starts going retrograde, we start revisiting, relooking, re-emerging some things. Some things are coming to illumination. Aha moments. Something clicks that you didn't understand. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Let's go. Stop getting up in the shell or eating the shell. Don't sit yourself on the shelf. Come out of your shell. Release. Ooh, my heart is racing. Two of Cups. This is all about soul union, partnership, relationships to others, a significant love. Okay? You could have a soulmate with your daughter. You could have a soulmate with your sister. Or this is deep soul twin flame type union here, okay? And I'm holding these upside down. I do that often. Take them as I see them. Four of Wands in the challenge position. And the Hanged Man. Oh my. Okay, so we're going to zoom that back in so that we can get as close as we can so you can see closer. There we go. You know, there is really somebody here that's going to show up for it. There's somebody that's wanting a celebration. There's somebody that's being challenged to really feel as though they've been balanced. They've got a solid ground to build upon. And wands, 4 wands, this is creativity. This is passions. This is fire energy. This is water energy. This is major life event. Major life event. The hangman. This is when you must put yourself, nobody else does it, you do it for yourself. And you must look at things in a different perspective. You must allow the perception of others to fall away. This is about the other working with you here on this stability to get to that celebratory event. It could also be a marriage, a wedding, but this is feeling more so like this is an internal thing that's going on with you and those that you're close with, or those that you may have been in a soul. See, you can have a soul union with your worst enemy. You made that soul contract happen before you came here. And you have to look at it from all directions, in other words. He's looking at things from all directions. Water signs, let's go. Come on. Right here. Three of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt you deeply, water signs. This is the heartbreak card. This is the most painful, heart-wrenching. It keeps going through your mind over and over. Everything you do, it's always there, going like a wheel, hamster on a wheel in your mind. Pain. This is loss. This is death. This is feeling as though you are completely crushed. The Fool comes in. Oh, wow. I didn't do that. Okay, like I would never have done that. Like something just moved my hand and picked that crystal up and just put it there. So we're just going to give it a minute. Sorry. This is a Lumurian inner child healer. See the lines? I don't know if you can see. This is one of my newest. It has all of the beautiful memory codes there. And it has 2 children, one here and one here. It's a good one. Let's keep it here close on the board. I think they're wanting it there. Woo! Okay. The Fool is all about your ego. The Fool is taking a risk, taking a chance, jumping, sometimes before looking. It's the beginning. Major life event, the Fool. Major life event, new perception. So there was a soul union. There was something you're trying to get stabled. You're wanting to celebrate. Your challenge is to look at it from another direction. Hold yourself in a different perspective. Look at this higher than the low heartbreak pain, because the jump has already been made. All time is now. So pull your consciousness from your future self that has already passed this heartache event into yourself and allow that activation to settle in. And feel how it feels to be past it. You know, healthy, balanced, well, in a bliss and love state. This right here is a new beginning. But you're going to have to jump into the unknown, and it's going to take a lot of work, but it's going to be like disciplined work. This is working towards building. This is coins. This is your only earth energy here. Earth energy brings things into manifest, into the 3D reality that you can touch, feel, taste, smell. You know, it's yours. This is what you're working diligently towards. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Imagination. Yeah. You know, this is a very young, naive, beautiful energy. Very intuitive, very psychic, very cosmic. Child, even. And you know, it could even be someone who acts this way as an adult. You know, you can take it either way. This Page of Cups is showing it because there was some real harsh judgments that had to be made. The King of Swords, he is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And he's extremely loving and fair, but often has to make hard decisions, hard judgments. I feel there was a big judgment that was made, because I see the shark here as well, you know, that it was tough, but it was swift and it was quick. And it was made like that. It's the mind, it's the intellect, how you think. This new innocence evolves through the imagination of how you are going to create, you know, after you've gone through some hard stuff. But the positive thing is even though this is like one of the most hard, I don't like to see that there at all, and coming in from outside of you, this is an event that came in. This wasn't something you created. This is what came in. And, you know, we always say, oh, it's not happening to us, it's happening for us, right? Isn't that the right fucking way to say it? But that shit feels real when you're in it, you know? Until you can back up off of it and realize, okay, why is this happening? So, but I'm not going to disacknowledge the realness of how it feels. We are also going to pull for you from the numinous little astrology deck here to get some further clarity for the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. From the numinous deck, water lilies. Get you some water lilies. They will please your tender heart right now. Place them in a bowl. Add you some lavender and rose. A touch of salt. Pink Himalayan. Put it next to your bed. And every day, add another little herb. For about a few days. And then as the water starts to dissipate, you can have that water and you can splash it on when you're feeling a little low, because it's all about love and nurturing. You can add some to your bath. Here we go. Cute. You got Saturn. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it closer. You have Saturn, which is discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, and grounding. Ground yourself, water sign. Practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, the container, your bones. Maturity. Yeah, we got to use maturity here. Gravity. And the scaffolding. I would stay away from scaffolding. Gonna put it out there. Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, and that's when accidents can happen and you can break some bones. Be very careful physically through this period. Pluto is deep, dark, inner transformation, renewal, basic instincts, they say. Motivation, though, personal power. You know, Pluto is the only planet that rules your personal will, your personal powerful will. Subversion. Subversion. Huh? What do we have? This is all playing with Pluto that just went back into Capricorn. Suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos. Oh, no. Astrology is taboo. There's a lot. I hear this a lot. I'm like, are you serious? It's a science. We don't believe in it. It's not a religion. It's a GPS map to your life. That's it. We utilize it. Death, subversion, suspicion, taboos, clearings. Pluto clears it. It's like when a big forest fire takes, all of you in Canada, prayers, of course, everyone. But it's like when all the forest fires take out a massive acreage of trees. That's Pluto cleared it. It's clear. But then it's a natural process because then Mother Gaia rebuilds herself even stronger. Trust your planet too, by the way, I'm hearing. Trust your planet. Mother Gaia can solve and fix everything. If you invest in Mother Gaia, water signs, go by lakes, rivers, streams, ponds, invest there. Leave a crystal stone. Just get a little one. And activate Mother Gaia and thank her. When she gets acknowledged, she starts to do this beautiful shift within your life. And then you start to feel into these newer, higher realms that you really are blown away. You're like, wow, I'm really feeling that. Oh, I just really saw that. It's a daily investment. And when you are completely sovereign to yourself, through your spirit, through your soul, and that is the most important thing to you. Oftentimes, those that are not there on the level are going to fall away. It's just the way it is. So that's Pluto. And then we will also pull you a Lumurian Codes. So these are the Lumurian Codes. Let's see what Lumurian codes you receive. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces. All right. I'm going to do these, I think, like this. Let me see how clear it is. Oh, you can see it pretty good because it's a bigger card. So you can take a picture. So here is the sacred light language for this week. The number 5. I can't tell you how many times I've seen 555 in the past couple of weeks. 8914631. 8914631. 8914631. Grow strong like a tree. At first we flowed with the ice and ocean. Then we moved to land and grew strong like a tree. Reach your inner human branches to the sky to connect your inner life. Move with flow of water to connect to earth element. 894-631. 8914631. 8914631. 89143. Grow strong like a tree. I believe that was what we were just saying about connecting in with the earth. But there you go. There's your numbers. Say those numbers every day in the morning, and say grow strong like a tree every morning. Say it again every evening. Stay dedicated to it. It takes consistency. See what happens. Let us know in the comments. All right. Thank you, water signs. Eternal love, light, and healing. And I'm proud of you. So proud of you. So glad that we've come this far and we've made it this far. South Node in Scorpio has not been simple. Far from it. Very complex. Very complex. And, you know, Pisces and Cancer being water sign, you guys were also receiving the trine from that South Node. And so, you know, it's been a lot. And now, you know, we got Cancer, you know, dealing with Mercury opposite the moon. So things could get real tender. So just be aware that you're moving forward, and that is good. Hello, Sunchia. Thank you for listening. Sunchia from New Zealand. How are you, my Pisces sister? All right, that's ready for the next. And now we're going to move on to the Wheel of the Year. Wheel of the Year deck. Since we're honoring this cycle. Sometimes we have to feel just like a child and allow all of that to process like a child, especially when you get hurt in such a tender way, you know. Thank you. Earth signs: Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Our beautiful, grounded, powerful earth signs. What would we do without our earth signs? This moon is going to be conjunct to my north node in Capricorn, and that's the only earth I have in my chart other than empty houses and houses full of asteroids and some of the other newer planets. So Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces. Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces. Well, we're coming out with the Prince of Cups, or Prince of Chalices, they call it in this deck. You know, she's also, this is the Page of Cups. She is also very young, naive, new, fresh, and even if it you might just be feeling very childlike. What was I just saying? There we go. Dreamy, fantasizing. Maybe a fantasy or a dream coming into reality, but it's new. something new. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's so great. The karmic Wheel of Fate has landed in your challenge position. It is unknown at this time, but what does come, whether the wheel spins one way or the other, is rooted. And it is to take form and become fixated. And the reason why is because you have the 4 seasons here, see? Representing the 4 fixed signs. It's a cycle. You know, everything comes in cycles, Earth signs. But so celebratory, family. This is the 9 of Cups. This is having all the emotional, intuitive, loving gifts you could give. This is Cancer, okay? That's a Cancer card. But I love this deck because it's so different. And, you know, the ladybug, it's so funny. Oh, I'm getting tingles back here. Oh my God. I have this, and I'll have to bring it and show it y'all. I have this, like, from 1980 saucer that looks like a flying saucer, you know, it looks like a ship, and it's all mirrored on the inside, and you can put little trinkets in the center, and it projects a hologram that looks like it's sitting on the top in the very center of this flying saucer. And I just put, literally, because I always change my little character or whatever I have sitting there for the cycle, and I just changed it to a ladybug. The Hermit, coming in from outside of you. This is Taurus, Virgo energy, all right? So you're feeling, or someone around you is feeling, and normally this is coming in from outside of you, but it might be something that has happened that has made you feel like you have to stay within yourself. Like you've got to gain the wisdom first. This is karmic, and this is new. And it, you know, it may have to do with something that's very tender around family, or around, you know, even your foundation that you're building. Earth signs. Major life event, major arcana though. You know, you see this man, and he's depicted here holding his rod of passion, his rod of fire, his beautiful wizardy stick, right? His walking stick. You know, he's walking through the cold, up in the mountains, all alone, but he holds the light because he has seen it from another perspective, and he has gained the wisdom. He understands his path, but he's not surrounded by family. You know, there may be others around you. You know, you're the ladybug looking on, seeing this happening. Woo! Okay, I'm going to take the one that fell first. Although they fell out weird. Okay, the Hierophant is here, as well as the 4 of Cups. Man, major life event, major card. This is the Hierophant, excuse me. Might have some heretic in the mix of all of this, actually. Thank you. So, in order for you to really deal and process this, having to go within for this new thing, I really feel like also you're onlooking someone else. Like this family has plenty enough to celebrate, plenty enough to give. You know, they're always doing this or doing this or doing that. And it may not be your family. It may be like your, you know, your local community, your tribe, or you're just these people in the collective. For some reason, these cards have flip-flopped on me in position, so I have to just go with it. This feels more like you, and this feels like more like something outside of you. This here, you must seek spiritual guidance from your highest self, from the creator self, from source, from God. But it's also going to like a healer, or going to a priest, or going, whomever that is for you. Seeking guidance spiritually in order to create this path, this new path, because These two are very different, very opposite. You know, this is young water sign. This is seasoned, methodical and pragmatic within earth sign. And this here is going to seek that guidance, get that healing. But you're still feeling very dissatisfied. You know, it's like her sitting there looking out the window on a rainy day going, I really don't want to be inside. I was hoping to go out and forage in the forest, you know, I'm just saying. And you're stuck inside. But all this is happening on the outside of you. But you're not seeing that you have this loyal, galactic being with you, your animal. They are not animals. They are galactics. They are starseeds. They're light workers. However you want to categorize and whatever kind of hat you want to put on them. They can clear energy. They can ground your energy. They can heal you. And if you don't have animals, maybe you have, you know, a large piece of wood, or you have stones and crystals, or whatever it is that your thing, your children, you know, that's what this card's about. This card's about missing it. Like, you feel dissatisfied, but you're missing the point here. You're not looking in the direction that you should be in order, because this right here is your challenge. Your challenge is to trust in fate. Trust the fate. Even if it's unknown. Even if it's painful and it's hard. You don't want to be the awkward ladybug sitting on the freaking leaf 10 miles away, or however it is, you know. I don't know why 10 miles away came out. Pentacles. You got 2 pentacles. You got juggling. You're juggling. You're juggling too much. And why? Why are you juggling, earth signs? Oh, hell. That's the Queen of Swords. You might want to relate back to the water signs, because this was the King of Swords in the water sign read right before this, okay? So I'm going to stamp out this dissatisfied, woe is me, why didn't I get this? I got this, but I don't really want to, you know, I'm going to stamp it out. The juggling. You need to get refocused. No matter who came through with some harsh words, harsh judgments, whatever it was, earth signs, whoever is like, I see this woman, she's like ruling the roost. Or, you know, it could be a man too, but it's just an energy of my way or the highway, and this is how it's going to be. And it was a harsh judgment. You need to get back to what you do best, and that is start again, start new, seek spiritual guidance from, it could even be from a brother or sister or friend, you know, it doesn't have to be, but this is the Hierophant, you know, it's in representation, you know, you can reach out to an astrologer, you know, however you perceive that, but you're going to see things much differently. And this will start to, it'll flutter away, and something else will come in and take form. This is 2 things that you're working on taking form, but sometimes once they come in and start taking form, and if you're juggling too many things, it's just too much. So you have to focus on one, pragmatic, diligently, step by step. Yeah. And let's pull from the beautiful astrology cards for the earth signs. Let's do this. Come on, earth sign. What do we got for earth, please? Okay. All right, earth signs, you got 4 that popped for you. You're going to get a few more because that's what they want. Okay, let's go ahead. You have Mercury. You have Venus. You have Uranus. Holy cow. And you have Scorpio. Wow. Okay. So your Venusian, beautifying, harmonizing, romance, charm, receiving. This is how you magnify. You magnetize this situation. Okay. What are you pulling towards yourself? It says value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. Venus is going retrograde, is going into her shadow very soon. She's already gone into the underworld. So Mercury is saying, how are you thinking and valuing yourself through this? Because you have your value of yourself, and then how what your perception is, how you're magnetizing. I'm really seeing you like, how are you magnetizing this new creation to come in, even though it's new, even though you don't really know, you're naive to it, and you're feeling kind of hermity, and you're feeling kind of meh, like you're kind of feeling a little bit butthurt is what I'm feeling. Uranus, revolutionize. You must revolutionize. Okay, so literally Uranus is all about breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism. Uranus is Saturn's ruler, so reform, surprises, and freedom comes up. This is youthful. We're not doing it the old way no more, old man. It ain't happening, right? Experimentation, the unexpected, to rupture, edge, diversity, and lightning. Literal lightning. Wow. Then you have Scorpio down here. And there's that sadness that I was feeling. Transformation, intense, passionate, secretive, carnal, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, manipulative. And I feel like because I was guided to lay them this way, that this is kind of like under you, or behind you, or there, like it's there. It's behind you. Yeah. Because something new is taking form. And this is why you're having to go in and seek this wisdom and seek this spiritual enlightenment, this spiritual new start, this sacral. Okay, earth signs, tune in on your sacral. Okay, we're going to send energy to you now, to your sacral. Then we're going to spin it. All right. Your Lumurian code. The Lumurian sacred code for the earth signs. Wow, okay. That went flying. Okay, your inner awareness. Okay, there it is. Take a picture. Because this is your sacred geometry, earth signs, okay? That's your sacred geometry. The imprint that's going on the blueprint of the soul. Number 2. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. Your inner awareness. Your inner awareness. That is the hermit. scales are levels of consciousness associated with sounds, but also with the levels of awareness within. Open to the new level of inner awareness. Hear it there. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521-6381. 521 521 521 111. Inner awareness. All right, we hope you got a picture of that by now. Say those codes 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night minimum. You can say them as many times as you like through the day, and watch yourself grow through your inner awareness. Watch your inner awareness really expand out, expand out. It's almost like you're the lily pad. Oh, what was this? Kind of looks like a lily pad there. Or no, it's just a leaf. But like we're seeing the lily pad. And the lily has to open up, right? When it opens up, you will know. And you will see. Continue to say all of it. Every day. Dedication. We love you. We love you, love you, love you. You are so very loved. Just know that it's a cycle. It is a cycle. Major life event, challenge. To know that this is a fated cycle. Singularity. Pick one. Spiritual guidance. Even if that's from yourself. You have some things to get done, I should say, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We love you. Thank you for being here. For some reason, they want to, so the Princess of Swords is here. And this is a onlooker. This is someone is watching you. Someone is spying. Someone is talking shit behind the back. But you don't worry, because the World card is here. Major life event, major arcana, the World. The World says this is finished. This cycle is over. And you have blossomed. Wow, you are a July 3rd birthday, Erin. Happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy solar return. It's Amy's birthday too. Oh, okay. Sorry, Amy. Here it is. That's for you, sister. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Earth signs. Thank you. I am very in and out. Okay. Let's in and out. In and out. Let's see. We are on air signs. Oh, good. Thank you. That's the Lumurian code for the Earth signs. Very good. And Erin says we are starting with air. You guys are starting to read me too well. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us, truly. Awesome. That's right. Aaron says, go Cancers. Donna says, happy birthday to Amy. That's right. Don't forget astrograph.com to learn about your chart. Oh, I went all that time without drinking anything. I'm trying my best to stay focused. I really am. It's so hard to do. I mean, it just, because it's like I'm here and then they're here and then I'm here and they just float in and out. But some of those visuals, I'm still feeling activation. Also, my sister, Donna Owens, Donna, she is in San Angelo and she does light language activations with the sunrise in the morning. If anybody wants those, just DM me on Facebook or put a little comment on YouTube and I'll be happy to send it to you. Really good. So I've been listening to her light language transmissions, and I don't, as a rule, listen to many light language transitions unless they're on Astrology, which I love. Astrology Network. If you haven't become a member of Astrology Network, you should. Astrology Fest is happening this December in Houston, Texas, December 8th, 9th, and 10th, I believe it was. I'm going to be there, and so many of us soul family are going to be there. We would love for you to come. All right, let's go. We're doing air signs. And Amy, I don't know if I put that arrow yet, but there it is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hey, you guys, especially Gemini, you've just been through a lot, right? You just been through a whole lot. And with this new moon, I want to really highlight Gemini because we just came out of Gemini season. You've had your birthdays, and with this new moon happening, you're finally clear. You know, you're finally starting to feel as though, okay, I've gotten there, right? So, good job. Good job to the Geminis. All right. Also, Aquarius and Libra. Libra, get ready. The South Node is heading your way. Brace yourself for massive transformation, massive change, massive release on multiple levels. And I love you. And I'm with you. And I'm with you on the deep unconscious realms of my 12th house. So I understand. And I have 3 planet placements there. One of them's Pluto. So that'll be quite interesting the next 18 months. Also, Aquarius. You know, Aquarius, you're getting a tiny bit of a breather as Pluto has shifted out of your sign just for a short period until next year. And then it's going to come right back into your sign. It's going to be there for 20 years. Long-term transformations, long-term releases, deaths. But it's also money, receiving money, inheritances. So there is some stability there. Plus the fact, you know, Pluto, you know, he's a water sign. And he doesn't really prefer to be in Aquarius. You know, he would much rather be in a water or earth sign. He does better there. So it's going to be like he's going to be a little more harsh even. He could be more challenging even for the Aquarians. But it's a subtle background undercurrent energy unless it gets activated by other planets. Because that's how Pluto, you know, Pluto is the kind of planet that will activate upon receival. You know, if something's aspecting it, you know, coming in with a square, you know. So just keep that in mind, and that T-square is still going on with the nodes until Scorpio and Taurus are done with these nodes and they shift back, you're still receiving, even though it's over in cardinal, you know, because it's starting to receive anybody who's got, you know, 29, 28, 27 degrees of any cardinal sign is being activated with this Pluto right now being in Capricorn. So keep that in mind. I don't know, I think the air signs needed a little more astrology there. I don't normally do that, but for some reason it just all came. So there you go. All right, here we go. Gemini. Uh-oh. They want me to do the Koshi chimes for you. Una shite meke hai, una leno chike mene hai. Una la shite muna enu shigamuna enu. Rumba kenu shikimurumba keshe. Hanro shikirumaka hinai unshai. Rumba kenu ki. Yanu ki makia wai. Una rina ku ka shimu na kenunai. Unai shiku. Unai. Inu chikibu. Inu sheta kukichi. We are doubling on your shadow side. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles coming out. This is loyalty, diligence, steady movement. Not fast. It's a slow knight. It's the slowest knight in the deck. Cards are flying for you. Queen of Wands in the challenge position. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone has turned their back. Someone does not want to deal with you anymore. They're kind of moving on with their own life, and your challenge is to release them. The High Priestess is here, as well as the Four of Cups. That is the Four of Cups coming out twice tonight, I do believe. The High Priestess is the inner goddess who holds all of the spiritual knowledges. She holds the Akashic records. You can see the records there in her hands. Okay? She is the infinity loop of consciousness. Whoever this individual is moving on with their life. It could be you, but we feel for some reason it's outside of you. The High Priestess here offering the guidance. Go with that, the guidance that you receive, because you can see, you can slow this down. This right here tells us you can be a little slower, a little more methodical, a little more practical about these things. But it is a message that is being received. But I don't believe that this woman is going, even though she's been challenging, okay, she's been challenging this woman. It could be a man too, we just see in the card. Don't get caught up on gender in these cards ever. This here is an energy that is moving away passionately, possibly harsh and aggressively. You have to be strong like the mighty oak, but poised like the mystic mermaid. The highest intuition comes through. This is your direction. Someone outside of you is feeling dissatisfaction. They don't like what's going on, even though they've been offered quite a bit. They're still not, they're not good with it. They're also just kind of feeling hung over, I feel, like they're just not feeling themselves. Could be you. Major life event, major arcana card, the Justice, and you also have the Intuition card here. Balance. Was this fair? When you spoke with this person, was there a fair exchange? Can you sit back and feel as though you can release any judgments upon them for what they've done? Because what they've done, I don't believe they're going to change or release anything. No. Three of Pentacles comes out at the tail end here, saying it's time to start to transition into working with others in a different way, using your intuition, taking it slow, even if people are dissatisfied. On the bottom, you have the Ace of Pentacles, air signs, the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, this right here is a tangible seed of growth. You have not done anything with this seed. The seed is in the little packet and you're going to put it in the ground. You've got to put the nutrients and the oil, the soil, then you have to water it. And over time, slowly, you will have something that comes from all this. Why? You were feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling lack frequency. You were feeling not included. There's a whole thing of this not included going on with many of you. I mean, it's just so apparent. But there's growth there. If you take the action, practical, this is slow, methodical, mundane, practical steps towards using the highest guidance more. Don't worry about the people dissatisfaction. And if they're a judgment, that is their own bloody hell shit they got to deal with. The moon. The air sign got the moon. Instinctual, nurturing, gut reaction, comfort, even digestion is ruled by the moon, okay? So you could have had some stomach issues. Your home, your family conditioning, habits, femininity, the ultimate divine feminine, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing moves, and your mother. Your mother was the pearl of your life. And you're not feeling so great with your mother or about your mother, or you're missing your mother, or you're not getting along with your mother, or something's going on with the mother here. And I've got a blockage in my throat, like a lump in the throat, or for some of you it's a lump, some of it you're not speaking. You're not speaking up. Air signs, come on. Air signs, let's go. Holy cow, air signs. No, we're not taking all of those. I don't think I've ever thrown that video. Well, that just popped me right back in. All right, here we go. Woo, here we go. Air signs. Air signs. That's it. Libra. You have Libra twice here. Libra and Libra. The Justice card is Libra. I'm not taking that one. I'll take this one. No, okay. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. And in Virgo. Ha! Isn't that interesting? So, of course, Libra is harmonious and cooperative and justice and judgment and everything I just explained with this other card. But then you have a trine, which is ease, grace, flow, right? Harmonious aids, enrich, benefits, energize, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhymes, supports, and indulges. So in the end, you have a seed of growth. You have harmonious flow of energy coming through if you're connected with your intuition, okay? And understand there may be some pain there. Virgo is the alchemist, the ultimate alchemist. Methodical, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary. Critical, nervous sometimes, for sure, because they're ruled by Mercury. The perfectionist. We feel you really need to be perfecting your craft through your intuition and your guidance and your balance. And we're not just talking like your just everyday balance, because Virgo is everyday, but we are really feeling with this moon and the trine, with Libra twice, the balance here. Look, she's balancing the infinity. All right, we're going to receive a code. You ready for the Lumurian code is coming through. All right, I'm sorry. Why is this guy putting all of this? Leslie Reader. Holy cow, that was a lot of posts. I can't even see the chat. Oh my gosh. Stand by. I really need a moderator on Facebook. Bad. Not sure where she's coming through. Leslie Reader, if you're listening, please delete all of those that you just wrote at every single person. I'm not sure where she's coming from because I'm on 7 different platforms. I know it's on Facebook. Okay, if this is in a group, I don't have time to check 6 Facebook groups, but hopefully the other moderators or the admins are in there. And get Leslie Reader out of there and Ifa Bole. I mean, this is crazy. I don't even see it on my page, quite honestly. I don't know why I don't see it. Oh, I wonder if it's on my other page. Hold on, I'm going to check both my pages, and then if I don't see it, then I'm going to ignore it. That annoys me. I don't know why people want to come in and put all that craziness. Yep. Let me see. Huh. There we go. Block. Ain't playing with it. Ain't playing, y'all. Little bots, little pesties. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm deleting and blocking. Well, I'm not deleting. Oh, jeez, I don't want that. Hold on. But I know there's one more because I saw 2. so weird because I don't see the other chick. The Ifa Bole, whatever. See, that's a bot. That's somebody's bot, or it's an actual reader that has absolutely no class. So, thank you, Renee. I see you in there. See, I can't see hardly anything coming through that. So weird. Okay, we're going to carry on because we have to. Please, everybody, if you ever see that, just give me a little, because normally I see it coming through, but I was in the channel and all of a sudden here we got all of this. I mean, wow. Okay. Hi, September Libra. Everybody say hi. No, she's not. She can't commit to that. She's got all kinds of stuff going on with children. All right. Let's get back. I've got to get back. Sorry. I really need to get another mod on Facebook because Amy always did it. I'm sorry, air signs. Woo! Let's get your Lumurian code number. Air signs, your Lumurian code for the week. Receive this as code. Lumurian code for the week. Right there. Oh my. That's my number. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so here is the code. So take a screenshot of that, and that will imprint upon your soul's blueprint. Okay? You don't have to understand it. It's light language. Your number is 212-1468. 212-1468. 212-1468. 212-1468. 212-1468. 212-1468. 212-1468. Number 17, which, by the way, adds up to the infinity symbol number 8. And that is your high priestess goal. Watching. They are there. Your guides see and watch and are holding out their arms to connect. But you must free yourself of the expectations and accept the proof. It is right in front of your eyes. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Receive the code activation. Thank you very much to the air signs. We love you. We understand and feel you. We do. We have a lot of, we have our Saturn in Gemini. We have 3 placements in Libra. But is it just? And are you being judged? Important to understand those things. Now we are on to the last sign of the night, which will, the last element of the night, which will be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is the Venus bowl. And I knocked over my vape. That was funny because while I was thinking, I need to hit this vape. I feel very split tonight. like literally in my energy body, I feel like I'm split between two worlds. And the screen just jumped. That was cool. All right. Inner child healer. That inner child Lumurian healer is something else. This is the new one. Getting tones in on the shadow side for the fire signs. Tones coming in through the shadow, the night. This is night or shadow side, dark side energies. This is the light side energies. Or it was just the crystal doing it. Activation through the codes of the Akash. Through all memories becoming reignited. Re-understanding. Re-emerging of the true fire self. Okay? Are you acting your age? Are you feeling your age? Maybe you need to step it up a bit. Thank you. Thank you. Anna is here. I always know she's here. She wants to start hitting the vape. But she comes in as this all-knowing, all-powering embrace type energy. But also a very subtle energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are beginning with the Three of Wands. This is also, I think, come out? I'm not sure. Anyway, the Three of Wands is all about love attracting in. The Scorpio archetype is very good at this. So if you have any Scorpio placements, you will do just fine with this. You just allow things to come to you through your intent. Period. Be cautious though, because if you're too dreamy or you're just staring up at the stars like this young woman, you know, out solo, you know, longing for home, longing to go, longing to leave, longing to feel something different, it will happen. Yes, it will happen. But you won't start really feeling into this until we get to the new moon in Leo in July. We feel like when it's cresting, see how it's cresting and it's starting to grow, and then it goes into Virgo, and then it goes into Libra, and then into Scorpio as it's waxing. You're going to see things are just going to start coming in. You'll just start attracting them naturally. You'll feel this coming in. We feel this very strongly. We've also had the Fool come out tonight. I do remember that. Major life event, major arcana card, the Fool. Taking a chance, jumping off the cliff, going for it, saying yes to what you don't know. just to do it. This is passionate Aries fire sign energy right here. This is feeling as though you could spin down. He's in this wheel and he's about to spin on down and roll down the cliff and laugh the whole time. Not a care in the world. We feel very almost mischievous. Followed by the Princess of Pentacles that says, hold on. Wait a minute. I've got something to say. This doesn't make sense. I need a plan. And it's a long-term plan that I need in place. Because coming in from the outside, here we have Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is fire energy, knowing that you can keep yourself balanced in one world and in the other. You can say, okay, I will go roll down the hill, law attract everything in, keeping it practical and diligent throughout the day, knowing that it's taking time and this is a long-term plan, balanced in both worlds. Calm it down, fire signs. It's really not that important. Whatever is getting you in a frenzy. Be more like the Sagittarius. They just go with the flow on most things. Followed by the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck. You have the Princess of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. We also have received the Four of Wands multiple times tonight. Okay, this is a celebratory card. Getting to a place of celebration, getting to the peace place, getting to the place that you want to go to. But it is also just the structures and the stability of how you are creating and building your life. How you are going from the ground up to create, it's four walls. Like he's in the tree house having a great time. He's just built this thing. He's so impressed. He's so happy with himself. He's so proud of himself because he took his time. This is the slowest communicative night. Some kind of slow communication, diligently, slowly planning, but also challenged to take the chance and find some joy throughout it. You may be getting fired up over things and need to calm your temper. Underneath the deck here, we have the Seven of Cups. There are so many different heart-fulfilling, intuitive, blasting choices here. Sometimes that causes a little to be a little off. Right, fire signs? Too many things going. But each choice is so enticing, but then some are just awkward. Like this is just awkward, I feel. Why? The ultimate fulfillment of family. The ultimate of life. In order to get there, it's going to take some slow planning, some diligent work, but also realizing your intuitive power to law of attract in by your intention, truly, and nothing more. It's coming. The celebration is coming. For further clarification, for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, we will pull from the Numinous deck. Numinous astrology deck right here for the beautiful fire signs. What do we have to add? What message should they hear? Yes, come on, give it to us, really. No, but we will go from one of these that fell out right here, and we're gonna do it just like this. Oh boy, you got our Quincunx card. Isn't that interesting? We featured this card at the very beginning of this program. The Quincunx is the aspect that we are featuring this month because we're going to be learning about the aspect and how we can work through it, because there's a lot of Quincunxes throughout this month. It's juggling a lot of things, moving. You know, that's seven of cups there. It's an irritating, awkward kind of energy. It's puzzling. It mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes. It's two energies, two complete energies, totally different, having being forced to work together. It requires you to adjust. And what is this month called? Adjusting July. Makes, curious, educates, transforms. And you also have Pisces, the mystic. The mystic. That's her right there. The mystic. Attracting in what she needs. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, and magical. Allowing and dreamy. Spiritual, emotional, escapism, impractical, oceanic, self-pity, and ideological. And on the bottom you have Cancer. Feeling, sympathetic and comforting, nostalgia, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, and receptive. Lunar, sentimental, introverted, defense, family oriented. And for the fire signs, please, we need the last Lumurian code. For the fire signs, please, we want the last Lumurian code for the fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and there is your sacred geometry. Go ahead and screenshot that. That is a code imprint for your soul's blueprint. You don't have to understand what it says. It is light language. Something to look at when you recite these numbers daily, okay? So your number for your Lumurian code is 13, which is quite interesting because 1 plus 3 is 4. And remember, we've had this 4 of Wands come out multiple times tonight. Watching the sun sees all. The center of the sun is the host of all life. It is the support field. Look up to know what is in. And look in to see what is up. Okay, hopefully you've gotten that by now. Watching. 419-8326. 419-8326. 419-8326. 419-8326. 419-8326, 419-8326, 419-8326, 419-32, 32-6. Recite these every morning and every night and observe what happens. Thank you very much, fire signs. I love you. I'm sending you so much love, healing energies. What a night we've had, right? Thank you, Renee, for putting that there. Amy's doing very well. I talked to her today, so she's doing good. You know, she's always got the highest beautiful spirit, and she's always doing her work. That's what I love about Amy, Happy birthday. Oh, there she is, right there. She just popped in. Hi there, Amy. Happy birthday. We played the bells and whistles for you earlier, but here, you can have this one. They're like little pinpoints of light fluttering throughout your aura, throughout your energy field. And this one is summer. It's called Sun Ray. I love you. Have a beautiful Capricorn full moon. Use this energy. There's some really positive aspects, okay? There's some challenging quincunxes that are going to feel a little awkward, feel a little clashy, feeling, you know, a little out of, like, but being forced to go through it, because when we push through it, the gifts come. And the gifts are being received strongly through the North Node in Taurus. Okay? And when you get down to 0 degrees of a sign, you know, that is really the innocence and the purity of the completion. This is why the North and South Node, when they rotate backwards, it's so special when they start getting to that very end of that cycle. And because they always are in retrograde, it's like we go through the lessons and start at the accumulation and go through lessons backwards to understand the soul's evolutionary goal of our incarnation and the collectives. So it's a very tender time. Be patient with yourselves. Know that you are so powerful, so very loved by so many beautiful guides, galactics, dragons, fairies, elementals, mystics. Follow your fate. It's a fated karmic time to the 10th degree. All right? Thank you so very much. I love you all. Yes, everything that you need is in the description below. Please check out the description. If you feel so called to give, please do. But if you don't, I understand that as well. But this is about you contributing, because that helps me pay for postage and pay for gifts that we give away on this wonderful Tuesday night astrological live broadcast. So I'm going to say goodnight and say thank you. And don't forget, as soon as this video uploads, comment on the replay. Okay, go over to the YouTube. The link is in the description. If you're on Facebook, just go to the description and go comment over there. Okay, and help me build the YouTube channel so that we can have more like-minded frequency viewers come in and join the Sparkle Chat every single Tuesday night. We'll be back here not next Tuesday, because next Tuesday is the 4th of July, and I will be having a Sparkle Shack swim and island blast fireworks. Plus they shoot we're in the city limits. They're not supposed to be shooting fireworks up and down the canal, but they shoot them all up and down the canal. So I always watch from the pool. It's quite lovely. Come join us. All right, I love you. Have a great week. I probably will pop on next week, but it'll be like Thursday or Friday. I'll let you know. Follow the YouTube, follow the Facebooks, and thank you to the new groups and all the groups that let me come in. I will see you soon in Lakesh. I am you. You are me. We are family. Hey, 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 yeah. That's what I just heard. Oh, I just got a big chill. All right. Love you guys. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. You are the God Spark.